The Pistons continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup on the road. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. You take a look at the Thunder.
Well, Cunningham has such a great feel for the game. Reads his teammates' movements really well.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Driving to the basket. Good on the bucket. Cunningham's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
For three, Holmgren. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Here's Cunningham. And the rejection by Holmgren. Pass to Ivey. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Holmgren in the post. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Here's Cunningham. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit. And there wasn't much resistance either.
And finished off by Collins.
Collins so active around the rim.
Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
Serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Ivey on the wing. Back to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Williams gets the bucket.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
The Pistons trailing. Ivey on the wing. Pass to Collins. Makes it off the glass. Collins has got his second basket of the night.
Gritty bucket in close. Collins finding an opening.
You look at the Pistons stand, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Thunder.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
1:25 left to play here in the first. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up the teammates.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Chet Holmgren checked some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are two things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Back to you.
A unique talent. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
Big make for Dort. That is his bread and butter. Nails the three from the corner.
Out to Wallace. From downtown. Hits it from three-point range. Wallace has got 8 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Cunningham, and the layup's good off the glass. He's got 12.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
And he comes up with the deuce. Every coach. Has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change, but your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
Thomas, no luck.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Simmons inside.
And this is why you must get Simmons out of the paint. So fantastic when it comes to finishing above the rim.
Here's Whitmore. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Simmons inside. Arenas grabs the miss. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Riley. Fires the three. The shot missing.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And Whitmore throws it down.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you love when Simmons plays with aggression inside because it really forces the D to adjust. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Here's Whitmore. Arenas goes in, and he banks in the layup.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
And he uses the glass on the layup. Simmons got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Thunder.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Stan Patrick Williams has established himself. Whoa, man!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And it's Arenas penetrating. It's sent back down by Simmons. The Pistons shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Oh, good on that one. Good on the second free throw. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Labali. Detroit with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Thomas got himself on the board with 3 there. Pass to Williams. There's 1:54 left now here in the second. Just 5 to shoot. The jump hook. Count the basket. Simmons got 13 points in just this quarter.
And though he loves to keep his teammates involved, Simmons also understands that when he's on a roll, he's got to stay aggressive.
Outside Arenas. And there's the drive. And it's Arenas with the jam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
And showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
.55 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Caruso. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
Well, with his wingspan, Alex Caruso is better than your average guard down low.
Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And there's Whitmore, that 7-foot wingspan coming in handy.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Arenas goes in the corner, Reed with it. Into the lane. And Whitmore throws it down.
My, oh my, did he ever flush that one hard?
Making a big-time statement. It's tipped. Here's Reed. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Oklahoma City Thunder. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll return shortly. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Thunder with the lead.
First team foul.
Here's Holmgren. Hartenstein. And Hartenstein is right there.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? On the wing, Wallace shoots from the baseline.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Inside, Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Kevin, back to you.
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. You know, Stanley, you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses. What impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
This is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
Cunningham inside. And Cunningham with the slam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense.
This is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Here's Ivy. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pistons trailed by 5. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now, so solid numbers in that department.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 17. Williams for 3. Takes a step back. Shot clock at 6. Here's SGA. Again, Oklahoma City.
And a steady presence out there. Gilgeous-Alexander keeps his cool when the shot clock's running down.
Took him no time at all on that one. Dort got his second basket of the night.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Over in the corner, Williams. Shakes him. Nice defense from Dort.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
There's the handle of Cunningham on full display with that nice tape.
Yes, that goes in. 7 points here for Jalen Williams.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Second team foul.
Here is Cunningham. 11 points in the game. Pass to Ivy. Down low. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Nice decision-making by Ivy. He can more than handle running the offense.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
For the tie. And he drives in. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just... physical basketball, guys. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Ivy. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Fantastic job inside by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Driving in. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Well, when you have Ivy running the pick and roll, stopping the ball is your first goal. Ivy is great running off that pick.
Knocks it loose. Pass to Holmgren. Over Collins. That one off the back iron and out. Going inside. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Detroit ball. Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He comes away with 11 points.
65.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't. Wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Ivy. To the middle. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Well, in this two-man game, Collins can really do anything, and that's why he's so effective in the pick and roll.
The kick out to Williams. It's stolen by Cunningham. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. Six to shoot. The Pistons need to get off the shot here. And finish off by Collins.
Oh, man. Cunningham making it look easy.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Back to Arenas. Outside for Thomas. Read a screen. Oh, and the jam by Thomas.
Oh, man, that was filthy. Cam Thomas wound up for that.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Read a screen. Here's Thomas. Outside Arenas. To the inside. Pass to Whitmore. And stolen by Caruso.
Excellent anticipation there to come away with the steal.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Thunder?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
To the paint, and stolen by Coulibaly. And slam dunk by SGA.
an outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous-Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain him.
And the dunk by Reed.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
And now we've got the intentional foul. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. There's the drive. Oh, what a finish.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of it.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. They lead by 1. Here's Simmons. Here he goes. He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
Well, this is why Caruso is in during these moments. This team trusts in his ability to come up big.
Paul Reed.
And the free throw, no good. Pistons trailed by 3. Outside Arenas. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. The Thunder leading by 3. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Now Coulibaly.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Simmons inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Cunningham outside. Can't tie it up as that one goes astray. Coulibaly. Strong move off the glass.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Third personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead. He may have had too much time to think about it.
Coulibaly. Simmons trying to get open. The shot misses. For 3. It's good.
Oh, great to see the young fella step up. Whitmore showing veteran composure out there.
Outside Coulibaly. He takes it in.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the lead couldn't come up with it there.
Cunningham. Got it to go off the glass.
Cunningham's teammates and coaches trust in him in a big spot.
Outside Caruso. Knocks down the 3.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes. And that is an important shot. Cunningham understands how to come up big for his team.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Cunningham. tries it yet again. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.